Hello Voltheads, you are watching the self-proclaimed, sarcastically named Captain KeyForge, also known as PJ Broughton of the Steel City Snufflegators.
And now it is Niffle Kong's last game in the King of the Monsters series, its 5th game, and as with Ultra Gravitron, we're taking on another Niffle Kong deck this time. You saw the power of the Baldricks and the Dark Fairy on the previous game. You also saw the potential for Savage Clash combined with Key Frog to forge a key, thanks to the fact that there are 2 Squire Alices and the Dark Fairy, so other power 2 creatures. Transporter platform works well with Niffle Ape. It's got great artifact control because of Gormavorm and because of Niffle Ape. Lots of capture thanks to Anthony, double Squire Alice, 2 capture icons as well, and a little bit of steal as well coming from Niffle Kong. So decent all-round deck, a few tricks up its sleeve, key cheat that works. Going to be a tough match. Let's see how Niffle Kong goes against it. So I will be going second, and there you can see I've got half of Niffle Kong, but I've got 4 logos cards in hand. So do you really want to be risking mulliganing that and getting something worse? I mean, Infomorph is a strong creature, he's not got great abilities, but power 4 is reasonable. The Titan at power 6 and possibly increasing key cost, and also as well we've got Even Ivan, we've got a QMech, so I've decided to keep that. Simon's gone straight into Star Alliance and played New Frontiers, which has revealed top 3 cards of his deck, and he's put one into his archive. Probably not Niffle Ape, probably Crewman Jog or the Grey Rider. No need to put Niffle Ape in your archive when Niffle Kong's going to pull it to hand. So, as you knew I was going to do, gone for logos, play QMech. QMech has drawn the Knight. Put Even Ivan down, put Infomorph down, put the Titan Engineer down. And that's a big board to begin with. Maybe see if we can't fish out that Savage Clash. See what Simon's got in reply to those 4 creatures. I mean, I've got the Ghost Hawk there, which could get me a bit of use out of them if they stay alive. Or I could just reap with all 4 of them, put down the mutagenic serum. I think at the moment, unless those creatures go, it's either going to logos again or going to Untamed. And use the Ghost Hawk to get some value out of those creatures. But I mean, if Simon has an even number of amber, I can steal 1 and do -1 to Simon and +4 to myself if he doesn't manage to take out any of those creatures. And as well, the serum will give me another one. So he's played Squire Alice, he's played Baldrick. Baldrick is a bit of a pain, as we saw in the last game. Could do with getting rid of him early. I mean, to be fair, I could fight the Engineer into him. That will do the job. Untamed is not going to get rid of Baldrick. Sanctum is not going to get rid of Baldrick. I think the thing, as I said, I want to be doing is to go back into logos. There we go. So I've gone into logos, straight to the Engineer, take out Baldrick, reap with Infomorph. Simon hasn't got 2, so reap with Even Ivan, reap with QMech, put down the serum. And then pass the turn. Not a bad turn. And again, still potentially trying to fish for that Savage Clash, because if I keep reaping for 4 a turn, the game will go quite quickly. So Simon's gone into Untamed, he's gone for Euonia, he's played down Niffle Ape, he's played down Niffle Ape. No Niffle Kong though. But that's not a bad thing, 'cause if he kills his apes, they'll be in the discard, and Niffle Kong can bring them back anyway. So, again, what do? Do I play down Kronos, and then archive a card, and then burst? Or do I use Ghost Hawk, put down Demo Beast, and gain 2? I've decided though to go for the Sanctum, because I can put down the 2 creatures and I can use the mutagenic serum to actually use Even Ivan to steal 1, Infomorph to read with 1, and then I can also put down the 2 Sanctum creatures I have as well. So yeah, I mean, with the logos I would have gained 4 and archived 1, but with the Sanctum I used 2, put down 2. There we go, play down Squire Alice, and I have managed to get myself to check and get rid of some of the Sanctum cards. I mean, as I've drawn 2 Sanctum cards, with the benefit of hindsight, if I go for Kronos there, I play Kronos, I archive part of Kong, so I still draw 2 cards, and I would have drawn more than that as well because of Kronos. Kronos has got the draw icon, so might have been worth doing that. But one thing I am worried about is Niffle Kong coming out, or Gorm of Orm, and getting rid of that mutagenic serum before I get some use out of it. So I didn't get to play 2 Sanctum cards there, and then house cheat into 2 logos cards because of that artifact. So that artifact, it gave me the pip that was on it, and it also allowed me to steal 1 and read 1. So Simon's gone into the Star Alliance and he's played Particle Sweep, and that's destroyed the Dino now. That's got him some armour back. I'm trying to think if he's got anything in Star Alliance that's going to let him stop me. Anthony will capture everything. He's played down Universal Training, a Universal Translator on Niffle Ape, then he's played down Zeno Training to capture 2 from me. So there we go, that'll stop me forging this turn. Captured 2 because the friendly houses represent unfriendly creatures. So I've gone into logos this time. I will be putting down Kronos, so I've actioned Even Ivan to steal 1, read with Cumex, read with Infomorph, read with Titan Engineer, play Kronos, draw a card, archive a card. So I'm archiving the bottom half of Niffle Kong. I've drawn Academy Training, so now I can put Academy Training on Squire Alice. Now I can rate with Squire Alice, and that will also let me draw a card. Now unfortunately it wasn't a logos one, but that's quite a big turn. I think unless Simon's got Anthony this time, or unless he's got the I was about to say the 2 Squire Alices, but one of them's already down, so it could be tricky for him to get 4 from me. We'll have to see, but I've passed the turn there, and Simon's gone straight into Untamed. So Uoni has been turned there, and there we go, he's fought Uoni into Squire Alice, which has got him the 1 back off Squire Alice and gained him 1 as well. Read with Niffle Ape. Read with Niffle Ape. Universal Translator is now going to kick him and let him read with Squire Alice, and that gets him up to 8. Then he's played down Flumph as well. That's a capture. Played down Keyfrog. Played down a Dark Fairy. Wondering if Savage Glass is going to come down now and take out that Keyfrog. shall see. He's discarded one half of Niffle Kong and then passed it back to me. So yeah, forged for 6, left myself 2. Simon is on a even number, so I could steal one, but if I do steal one, that'll be it, and equally I won't be playing any cards. We've got Demo Beast, Ghost Talk and Rapid Evolution. So Demo Beast would draw one, allow me to archive one. Rapid Evolution would put a good bit of strength on somebody. So it's a case of, do I want to gain 2 from Ghost Talk, 1 from Rapid Evolution, and archive 1 card off the back of Chronos? Or do I want to steal 1 and reap for 4 in logos? Or do we go for a stun and not all else from Sanctum? Because yeah, Zealot will come down ready and I can fight with it. And Font of the Eye again will let me draw a card and archive a card, but it certainly ain't going to let me capture this turn because it doesn't go down ready. It's a tough one. The logos puts you on check. Steal 1 gets you to 3, and then Reap puts you on a strong check. Untamed helps build stuff for later. So I've gone for Untamed, which, as I say, is going to Ghost Hawk's going to earn 2 amber. There we go. So that's Q-Makes and Chronos used. Puts me on 4 amber. Rapid Evolution allows me to archive a card thanks to Chronos, and it's drawn me a card, which unfortunately wasn't Untamed, but there we go. And I've put 5 power onto Chronos, so Chronos is now power 8. Equally, Demo Beast is going to let me draw a card when I play it, which again has not been an Untamed card, but again once more I get to archive a card off the back of that. I made it both Sanctum cards that I archived. So yeah, as I said, I didn't get to check there, but I have also made it cost 7 for Simon because of the Titan Engineer. So Simon's on a key now. I am very close to a second key, but we've both got very large boards that are going to generate amber quickly. I mean, again, if Simon's got a Savage Clash in hand, he can forge a key this turn because he can reap for 5 with Untamed, no 6, then 7 because of Squire Alice as a universal translator. So he's going to be reaping every single creature on the board, then Savage Clash to forge a key. And that might be worth doing. I mean, it's going to leave my Chronos on the board because my Chronos is the strongest creature there. But if I had Savage Clash in hand, I'd do that. I'd reap with all my Untamed and Squire Alice, and then Savage Clash wipe the board with the exception of Squire Alice or Dark Fairy. I'd keep the Dark Fairy actually. So and Chronos, and then yeah, he's going to have forged the key. I mean, he may be thinking that he doesn't maybe want to pop it early, because I'd say in my last game I maybe went with the Savage Clash too early. But yeah, he's fought the Dark Fairy into even Ivan getting 2, Reap with Flump, Reap with Niffle Ape. He's still got another 4 potential Reaps. Fought with Ionia to gain 1. That killed Ghost Hawk. Reap with Niffle Ape, that's going to let him use Squire Alice. Reap with Squire Alice, now he's on 8. Played Resurgence. Pulled a card back to hand. In a moment he's forging for 7, but still. He can reap with KeyFrog, and then he can Or even if he fights KeyFrog into something, he doesn't even need to use the Savage class, to be honest. You can just fight KeyFrog into something and he's going to forge your key now for 8. Well, for 7. So he's got Crewman Jorg back to hand. Yeah, there we go. Fought the KeyFrog. Forged a key. Paid 7. That's thanks to Titan, I believe, there that did that. There we go. So he's passed the turn to me. So he's up by a key, but he's only really ahead by 2 amber, so it's still very, very close in anybody's game. But KeyFrog has saved him a turn there. Just with forging a key on a turn. So again, KeyFrog's doing well for Simon. That's twice now in 2 games that he's forged a key off the back of the KeyFrog. So Sanctum is going to get me 3 creatures down. So it's going to get me 3 cards out of hand. It's going to get me 1 creature down. And it's going to let me archive a card. And it's going to let me stun 4 creatures. And the reason why I've gone Sanctum there is because of the Radiant Truth stunning 4 creatures. I think that was just too good value. Because I haven't got a way to stop all those creatures from reaping. And if there's a reap for 6, this deck can do some capturing, some stealing and stuff like that, but it can't do a lot of it all at one go. The most it can usually do in one go is, at best, steal 1 because of Even Ivan and maybe capture 2 because of 2 Font of the Eyes when I've got them both down. I've got 1 down at the moment, I haven't got 2. So I've put myself in check there. Simon has probably got some way of taking me off, to be fair. There is enough little dots of capture 1 or capture 2 in there to take me off check, so I don't necessarily really be expecting to forge on 6, but I'm going to have a big Logos turn next if I've got those 4 Logos creatures down, because with 2 Keitho the Adventurers in hand, both with draw icons, that's going to let me archive 2 cards, draw 2 cards. So yeah, that could be a big turn. So Simon's gone into Untamed and is Reet with Niffle Ape. That allows him to take the stun off Squire Alice. And he's just removing all the stuns. And he's fought with his Dark Fairy that was on the edge. And he's discarded Savage Clash because he's got such a good board state. Which I can't blame him, because as I say, basically if he picks Untamed he's reaping for 6. So, I mean, I've got 3 Logos creatures down I can reap with. Then I can draw 2 cards, archive 2 cards. And then I can standardise testing, although that will kill Chronos. Equally, it will kill 2 of my opponents. It's a shame that he's got, because I'd be more than happy leaving his 6 alive. It's a shame about those that it's 3 3s and 2 2s. There we go, but I fought with the Q-Mex to remove the Power 1 creature from play. Play Keitho the Adventurer, draw a card, which unfortunately wasn't Logos, but we can archive a card. And then again, Keith the Adventurer again is going to allow me to do that. Drawn a card. Again, not a logos card. Archive a card. So, reap. I mean, the standardized testing does kill the Dark Fairy, which has got lots of good value. And it does kill Squire Alice as well, which will bring one back to me. And it allows me to use Font of the Eye to capture one, which I've put on the Demo Beast, because if I kill that Demo Beast now in any way, I get that Amber back, because it's going to come to me because of the Demo Beast Steal 1 ability. So with that Amber being there, unless he manages to get his own Amber down to 0 when he kills the Demo Beast, basically that Amber's gone now, it's mine. But yeah, I mean, he can still get 4 just from Untamed, and that's before the card's in his hand. You know, we don't know how much Amber he's got in his hand from Untamed. So he's gone for Star Alliance. Played Mutagenesis Researcher. He's playing Peace Accord, which has gained us both 2. And he's played Crewman Jorg as well. Played Subdue. And then he's passed the turn on 7. So I've got no capture in my draw. I've got no capture in my hand. And on the board, I've got the ability to capture 1 with the Font of the Eye. Capture 1 when you destroy an opponent's creature. So I think Simon has won it by 1. He's won it by 1 or the Key Frog turn. Have a look in my archive. And there's no capture icons there. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm 1 capture icon short of staying in the game. I mean, to be fair, I'll say this, Simon hasn't played Anthony either, so if he's got Anthony in his hand, yeah, I might be able to take him off and then get him to check myself, but again, Anthony would just come down and stop that. But yes, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do there. I could certainly reap with a Ketho, reap with Infomorph, get to 7, put a KeyForge Adventure into a Niffle Kong, get to 8, and capture 1 of Simon, so I'll leave myself with 8-6. Or I could rock out some Sanctum with Fangs of Gizzard to purge the Eronia. But yeah, pretty much, unfortunately that is just 1 too many for me. And that's going to be the game. So you can see what I'm going to do just to play the turn out. So I've gone for logos. Keitho the Adventurer is going to fight. There we go, fight to Niffle Kong. Oh no, fight to Crewman Jorg. I mean, that's triggered as well, the Peace Accord, so that's lost me 4. It's allowed me to play the Research Moko. Font of the Eye captures 1. Which again I've put on Demo Beast. There's Keith on the Adventurer fighting again. Take out the Niffle Kong. That's Fish and Bloom. Shame it didn't come earlier. But play down the Infomorph. As I say, I was always going to be just one capture or 1 steal. too little there. Maybe I should have played out the Niffle Kong a little bit earlier, because we've had the ability to play him there for quite a few turns. But yeah, that is the game. So after 5 games, Niffle Kong's won 3 times. He's taken 13 keys, so there you go. As you can see on the maths wise, every single game it's lost by 3 keys to 2. It does not lose big. It only ever loses in tie games. And as well, after 5 games, it's been in play 7 times. And it didn't make it into play that game, but only because I chose not to. Pretty sure in the last game as well, it didn't make it into play, but only because I chose it not to. You know, you'd be happy with having a deck where you get your gigantic creature out on average 1.5 times every single time you play. So, happy with the Niffle Kong deck, think it's very good, and unless Deusillus does something big in the next game, which should be with you on Thursday, it looks like Niffle Kong is going to be king of the monsters.
Thanks for watching, so feel free to like and subscribe. I love comments and criticism, so please feel free to leave those. I'll hope to see you next time, but until then, may the Forge be with you.